here on the Las Vegas Strip. We are at the Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. Time for our main event as Serhii Bohachuk defends his WBC interim super welterweight title against Vergil Ortiz. Bohachuk knows he's not the favorite tonight, but don't tell him that. He's been in this situation before and has managed to walk out of the ring as the winner. A victory tonight would set him up for bigger and better things in the 154-pound division. This is already Vergil Ortiz's third fight of the year, but he hasn't even fought 2 rounds. 2 first-round knockouts in his last 2 fights have made Ortiz the type of fighter that you don't want to miss when he steps in the ring. We're not sure who's going to win, but we definitely don't think that it's going the distance. And you're looking live at a jam-packed Michelob Ultra Arena. The fans have been waiting for this one, a potential slugfest between Bohachuk and Vergil Ortiz. And we welcome you back ringside. Corey Erdman and Gabe Rosado getting set for our main event. And Gabe, you spent many years in the 154-pound division, so I feel like you can speak to this. This truly is a matchup between Ortiz and Bohachuk of 2 of the biggest punchers in the division.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a firefight. And the fact that both fighters know each other, that's just going to make it more intense because it's the respect factor. You know, when fighters respect each other, they go to war.
Well, we spent a lot of time, obviously, touting knockouts. That's what people want to see. And with Vergil Ortiz, you see the perfect knockout ratio, gaudy numbers. Yeah. But there's obviously some nuance there. There's a lot more to Ortiz than just having thunder in both of his hands. What else does he do so well?
No, he's technically sound, great foundation, great fundamentals, great basics. But the most important thing, he has that killer instincts. The moment he has a fighter hurt, he takes him out.
Well, we're also seeing a different side of Ortiz in terms of his personality. Typically, Ortiz, very polite, shies away from any trash talk, but there was a little bit of an edge to him. He seemed to take offense to some things that Bohachuk's team had said during fight week, and I don't know, we saw a different Vergil in fighter meetings.
Yeah, well, you know, I think it's more of him building himself up, you know, finding a reason to dislike Bogachuk so that he can destroy him. It's like the Michael Jordan effect, you know, you find a reason of why you don't like the guy, and then you perform.
Yeah, sometimes you have to create an enemy when perhaps there isn't one. Well, Ortiz's enemy here tonight is, of course, Serhii Bohachuk, a man that he's very familiar with. And Bohachuk's team said that that familiarity, in particular those sparring sessions that they had together, told Bohachuk that he can win this fight. They say that he asked for this fight, he demanded this fight. He could have taken another guy in the top 15, could have taken a title defense of that interim title, but instead he demanded this one.
Yeah, he did. He didn't have to take this fight, but he did. It's a dangerous fight. I don't know what he saw in sparring. Only he would know because he's the one that did the 50 rounds with Vergil. But to me, you know, Vergil is just, he's as best as they come. He's a talented, special fighter. But Bogachuk is a machine. You know, his game plan is to attack until he breaks you down.
Yeah, and Bohachuk, we last saw him taking out Brian Mendoza, maybe the best performance of his career, didn't get a knockout in that fight. So clearly there's a little more nuance to Bohachuk's game than just power as well. Gabe, what do you think that history between these two, that familiarity, having sparred many rounds, Bohachuk for a period of time was taking $500 to go and spar a Vergil Ortiz. Yeah. They've spent a lot of time together. What do you think that does for our main event?
I've been in that situation where I've fought guys where I did camp with them. And those are probably the most grueling fights just because, like I said, it's the respect factor where you know how dangerous this guy is and you know what his strengths are, so you prepare differently. So I think Bogachuk and Vergil, they both have that understanding where they know how dangerous this fight is, and I think the fans are in for a treat.
Yeah, everyone predicting an absolute slugfest to end this one. No one thinks this one's going to go the distance, but if it does, we might have a fight of the year on
I don't think it goes the distance, man.
Listen,
I don't think it does.
A mouth-watering main event is upon us, and we are ready for this one. We cannot wait. Bohachuk in Ortiz. In boxing, there are some nights that we just know will be special. 2 fighters that are mirror images of one another with the style, the skill set, the determination that could lead to an epic confrontation. And tonight, Serhii Bohachuk and Vergil Ortiz will meet in the center of the ring, touch gloves, and hope to give us one of those legendary nights.
You know, in my opinion, I think that most of the criticism I get as a fighter is that I haven't fought anyone, you know. I mean, I only fought Mean Machine, who gave Crawford the hardest fight of his life. I fought Hooker, who was a 140 world champion. For people to say that, it's like, it's whatever, you know, it goes through one ear and out the other ear. But I think this is the fight where they can no longer say that I haven't fought anyone with the pedigree or someone who can't hit. When I beat this guy who pretty much won all his fights by knockout, and you know, they're gonna come up with the reason to say something, but you know, in reality, they got nothing else to say.
My city, it's everything, and in my country now bad time, and I needed help, I needed support my country, my region, and everything punished by street fighters every day, street fighters, and I wanna be better. And when I go into boxing section, it's very different, and now it's more motivation for me.
Bohachuk comes from a country that was invaded by Russia a couple of years ago, and Bohachuk went back to his home country of Ukraine to just help out in the war efforts, and got stuck there for almost all of 2022.
My upcoming opponent, Serhii Bohachuk, I've gone around 50 rounds with him. You know, I used to train with him. He actually got me ready for the Mean Machine fight. So I'm very familiar with him. He's very relentless. He does not stop throwing punches. Some people don't know how to deal with that.
Now I wanna fight with best boxers. Vergil, it's you know, I think he's best boxer. He's #1 in box rank. He's have great record, 21 go. It's, you know, he is best opponent for me. You know, I'm good now, Vergil, and Vergil know me too, and I'm sure he is be ready for this fight 100%. I need to be ready for this fight 101%.
I feel like these last two fights have shown that I'm still here and that I'm physically capable, but this is the fight that is gonna remind people of who I am. It's gonna remind people that no one can beat me.
He's good and I'm better. I'm world champion, not he.
All my fights have ended in knockout, but I think this is the fight right here that puts everyone on notice and shows that I'm the best in boxing.
He don't have opponents like me, never. He's know this, he's know me. I think he's trained strong now because I'm the best opponent for him.
Bohachuk has suffered a loss. He was knocked out a couple years ago. I think that makes a fighter stronger coming back from that. So both guys have had to deal with adversity. It makes them strong, and I know that Vergil recognizes that. Vergil used to train with him in the same gym. He knows that he's facing a guy that is always in supreme condition, has heavy hands, decent technique. So Vergil knows he has to be in the best shape of his life.
Maybe 147, he have a good puncher, he have stronger. 154, I don't think. His power on 47, not 154.
Like I said, this fight can go two ways. It's either gonna be a shootout or it's gonna be a battle of attrition. But regardless, it's gonna be nonstop action.
We have world champions at 154. You know, they're world champions for a reason. I think if I faced all of them tomorrow, I think I beat them all.
It's a very big fight for me. It's a very big fight for Vergil. He's no, I can with him. Maybe it's best opponent in my career. I'm sure with him, very good fight.
I'm just coming into my prime. You guys haven't seen anything yet.
He is not getting up, and you could see the look on Vergil Ortiz's face when he landed that punch. He knew exactly what he hit him with. A big fight feel here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and a potential fight of the year is on our hands right now in our main event. Vergil Ortiz Jr., Serhii Bohachuk. Bohachuk, the defending interim champion in the WBC, as we take a look at the tail of the tape. And the physical advantages lie in favor of Bohachuk with a height and reach advantage here tonight. But you see the 26-year-old Vergil Ortiz, 21 fights, all 21 of them knockout victories. Can he pull it off again here tonight? We are ready to meet the fighters. Let's send it back up to Mark Prado.
All right, fight fans here in Las Vegas. It's time for your main event of the evening. World Championship hardware on the line. Let's meet first the challenger. Making his way to the blue corner from Grand Prairie, Texas, the undefeated Vergil Ortiz Jr.
This is the fight. It's gonna remind that no one can beat me. I heard that you said that I can't hurt you. Meet me in the middle of the ring then.
Well, for several years, Vergil Ortiz Jr. dealt with injuries and health issues that kept him out of the ring when it seemed like he was on the brink of a world title. But even after returning earlier this year, he still hasn't been able to stay in the ring, except this time it's because of his destructive power. Ortiz has dispatched of Frederick Lawson and Thomas Delorme, decent tests for the vast majority of fighters in this weight neighborhood, collectively in less than 3 minutes. When his planned bout earlier this month against Tim Tszyu fell through, Ortiz admits that he felt that it was yet another stroke of bad luck that would set him back. Instead, he finds himself in an interim world title fight with an even bigger carrot dangling. As you heard earlier on, Turki Al-Sheikh revealed that he had moved on from plans of Canelo versus Terrence Crawford and would prefer to make Crawford versus Ortiz. For someone who has had control of their destiny taken away for so long, the power, as we know, is in his hands.
And now, please welcome, as he makes his way to the red corner, the reigning, defending WBC interim super welterweight champion, from Vinnytsia in the Ukraine, Serhii, the Ukrainian monster, Bohachuk.
Vergil Ortiz never hasn't punched like me. This is my weight class.
Well, Serhii Bohachuk has lived by the axiom, discipline crushes class. It's something that was affirmed when he defeated amateur boxing legend Roniel Iglesias in the World Series of Boxing, which foreshadowed the professional success that was to come. In 2021, Bohachuk suffered his first and only loss, a knockout at the hands of Brandon Adams. But since then, says that he's retooled himself both technically and mentally, winning 6 straight, including the biggest win of his career, a decision win over Brian Mendoza last time out. During that rebuilding time period, Bohachuk's home country of Ukraine went to war, and Bohachuk had full intentions of enlisting until his best friend, who was on the front lines, told him, no, you could do more for us by inspiring us in the ring. With the victory, Bohachuk could add to a banner year for Ukrainian boxing: a heavyweight title, an Olympic gold medal, 2 lightweight titles, and perhaps an upset victory over one of boxing's brightest young stars.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to Michelob Ultra Arena here at Mandalay Bay of Las Vegas. This is Golden Boy Boxing on DAZN, and this is your main event of the evening. It's scheduled for 12 rounds and will be contested for the WBC Interim Super Welterweight Championship. Brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Tom Loeffler's 360 Promotions and TGB Promotions. It's presented by Golden Boy Promotions partner Riyadh Season. El Mexicano brand products bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Bet Online. Odds for the fights are brought to you by Bet Online and Wild Casino, America's most trusted online casino. Let's get wild. The main event is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, the president, Mauricio Suleiman, Albert Guerra, supervisor at ringside. The main event is also sanctioned by the State of Nevada Athletic Commission, the chairman, Dallas Hahn, the commissioners, Gregory Bordolin, Alexander G. Chen, Anthony A. Marnell III, and Richard Reveglio. The executive director is Jeff Mullen. Scoring this championship contest, the judges, Max DeLuca, David Sutherland, and Steve Weisfeld. And controlling the action when the bell sounds, the referee in charge is championship veteran Harvey Dock. And now, live from Las Vegas, 12 rounds for the WBC Interim Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, it's go time! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, the reigning defending champion. He weighed in at 153.8 pounds. As a professional, his impressive record stands with 24 victories, 1 defeat, 23 of those wins coming by way of knockout. From Vinnytsia, Ukraine, now living, training, and fighting out of Los Angeles, please welcome the reigning defending champion, the Ukrainian monster, Serhii Bohachuk. His opponent is the undefeated challenger out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 153.8 pounds. As a professional, his record is perfect. 21 bouts, 21 victories, 21 wins coming by way of knockout. He wears blue with white and gold and hails from Grand Prairie, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, Vergil Ortiz Jr.
I want everybody to get out the ring. All right, you can bring him out. Come on, champ. Okay, boxers, you received your instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times, touch gloves. Good luck. Thank you.
Well, if you like violence, you've picked the right show to tune in for. 2 men who only know knockouts, one way or another, who have asked one another to meet me in the center of the ring. 2 men ready to slug it out. Round 1 of our main event. Serhii Bohachuk, the defending interim champion in the black trunks, the colors of the Ukrainian flag. And Vergil Ortiz, you see him in the blue and gold firing that right hand over the top immediately.
Yeah, Bogachuk started with that, a slow jab, and Vergil quickly countered over the top. Great head movement right now by Vergil.
See Bohachuk already back to what we expect from him. All offense all the time. His offense is his defense. Just keep his hands moving. Ortiz a little bit more judicious in his punch output, but nearly everything he throws, Gabe, is heat.
Yes. You know, there's no shots wasted with Vergil. And even though Bogachuk has more volume, Vergil's slipping and rolling the shots, and he's countering good.
Very relaxed stance from Ortiz on the outside. And we mentioned the familiarity of these two. Bohachuk, a former Ortiz sparring partner, as Ortiz tries to lock him into a left hook.
Whoa!
Nice shot over the top, but that will be ruled a slip. And you see the smile from both fighters. The right hand seemed to connect, but clearly the footwork issue, the bigger issue at play there, as ruled by referee Harvey Duck.
You know, whoa, that was a great right hand by Bogachuk. See, right now, what I see Bogachuk's doing is he's applying pressure because he wants Vergil to throw shots. He wants Vergil to throw these shots and catch him in between.
He's now wading his way to the inside, gets caught by a couple uppercuts by Bohachuk, who's just slinging those left hooks as well.
Man, these guys ain't wasting no time.
This is looking exactly as promised. French hold there on the inside.
Oh, that shot buckled him. He's hurt. Bogachuk's hurt by the overhand right.
And now Ortiz going back downstairs to the body. Bohachuk just trying to smother Ortiz and maybe work through the effects of that shot.
Bogachuk's legs are wobbled. He doesn't have his legs under him right now.
Ortiz said, go ahead and meet me in the center of the ring. You said you can take my punches. Ortiz daring him to do so right now.
That clubbing overhand right by Vergil is knocking off the equilibrium of Bogachuk. He's rocking him with that shot.
See the power of Ortiz moving the feet of Bohachuk. Nice uppercut from Bohachuk right at the bell.
Get under that right now. Okay. Watch the overhead. Seconds out.
Now let's take a look back.
Seconds out.
At this shot that was not ruled a knockdown.
You know, it landed.
Oh, boy.
It landed.
And we just heard referee Harvey Dock lean over to the commission and ask, do we have to go to a replay on that? They said no.
Yeah, but, you know, right there in that replay, he did get hit with the shot.
Yeah, that may have been, that looked like a knockdown.
Yeah, it's one of those balance shots. But then, you know, Vergil got up, and he hurt Bogachuk with a big overhand right.
So the firefight has begun here in Las Vegas. Nice uppercut there from Ortiz.
Well, one thing with Vergil is his last two fights haven't gone past the first round. So, you know, right here, Bogachuk is testing him. So we're going to see how Vergil does as far as his conditioning in this new weight division.
See the punch output in the high 70s. Nice body shot there from Ortiz as Bohachuk tries to fire back. That chopping right hand from Ortiz coming through again.
Vergil keeping that defense tight, looking for an opening.
There is just a nervous tension about this fight, Gabe. Both men just throwing bombs non-stop.
Oh, this is do or die for both these guys. This fight is big. Wow, great right hook to the body by Vergil.
Bohachuk trying to come back with a right hand to the body of his own. Ortiz starting to back up Bohachuk, and he breaks through with a nice uppercut.
Looks like Vergil got a cut over the nose.
Ortiz corner. Robert Garcia asking for more jabs, telling him to keep the jab going.
See what you see Bogachuk right now doing is applying pressure, and then his hands go, but he's not committing to the shots. Because what he wants to do is just lure in Vergil into this firefight.
Yeah, this is some of the nuance that we've seen from Bohachuk. He presents as just a pure pressure fighter, but he can counter off the front foot. He's looking to set up those traps through volume.
Absolutely. You know, it's kind of like he's tapping away. You think you're safe, and the next thing you know, he lands the big shot.
Ortiz looking for a short right hand. That was caught on the gloves of Bohachuk a moment ago. Did get an audible gasp out of the audience here, but now Ortiz back to the basics, just popping the jab. And this is the posture from Ortiz that we haven't seen a lot of. Lead hand down, looking a little slick on the outside.
Yeah. You know, he's versatile. He can do a little bit of everything.
Bohachuk banging away to the body with the right hand, but that's a better body shot from Ortiz.
That was a great angle by
Huge right hand from Ortiz right at the bell.
Seconds out.
Right here, Vergil rolling some shots.
Wait.
Setting up Bogachuk with that left hook to the body.
Wait for the bell.
Doubling up on it. Great body work by Vergil.
Round 3 underway. Absolute slugfest here between Bohachuk and Ortiz, as expected. And normally we start talking about that missed knockdown in the opening round and what that might have in terms of an effect on the scorecards, but we have no expectation that we are going to the scorecard.
Yeah. And you know, I like what Vergil's doing right now. Boxing, setting traps, setting that counter up top with the right hands.
See Ortiz outlanding Bohachuk 53-32 according to CompuBox. Nice body shot again from Ortiz, who's just squaring up, walking Bohachuk down in the early portions of this round.
You know, one thing Bogachuk needs to do is he needs to start landing to the body. Try to slow Vergil down. You know, Vergil's just applying pressure, boxing when he wants. Bogachuk needs to throw more body shots. He's headhunting too much.
Two battering rams meeting head-to-head here. Ortiz doing a little of what Bohachuk likes to do, just outright smothering pressure, and he's getting the better of these exchanges at the moment.
Yeah, and that's one thing Vergil told us is he said, I'm going to dictate the pace. He's not going to back me up. I'll box when I want to box. I'll apply pressure when I want to apply pressure, and that's what he's doing. See right here, Bogachuk needs to throw shots to the body. Headhunting way too much.
Ortiz swimming underneath those hooks from Bohachuk, explicitly targeting the body, and then looking for those uppercuts through the middle.
And you can see that body of Bogachuk is starting to get red, even the arm. Vergil keeps gripping that left hook to the body.
Hard right hand over the top, but back comes Bohachuk in combination. Inside the final minute of round 3.
Whoa.
Every minute of this fight is taking a harsh physical toll on both men.
See, Corey, the difference of these guys trading right now is that Vergil has leverage on his punches, where Bogachuk is more of arm shots. So Vergil's getting the better of the exchange.
Bohachuk trying to spin Ortiz around, try and get that leverage back. Ortiz not allowing it.
Wow,
big uppercut from Ortiz. Right hand to the body as well. This body tack is absolutely relentless.
Nice.
Stiff jab there from Bohachuk. Ortiz falls short with a home run right hand. Good combination on the inside from Ortiz, and that'll do it for round 3.
Hey, just work little bodies. You're in there, and it's the fucking touch of you. Little up side, little short right hand. It'll set everything up, the crank and everything, you hear me?
Yep. How's he looking on that side? He's okay?
You're doing good. Nah, he's good. You don't need to, you just don't try too hard. Take your time. It's gonna come by itself. Boom. Keep working that fucking body.
Good job holding, waiting to counter, okay? But I need you to go uppercut first and then body. Don't go to the body first. I need brava stizo and then leva corpus. I need leva stizo and then brava corpus. Change.
Right here, Vergil setting up a great overhand right, and then finishing with that left hook to the body. And you know, Bogachuk he's throwing shots, but there's no leverage on it.
Well, interesting advice in the Bogachuk corner a moment ago as round 4 begins. Gabe, what do you think about that advice? They're telling him, throw the uppercut first, then go to the body, trying to give him a little bit of a strategy for these inside moments.
Yeah, and that's great advice because the uppercut is a decoy shot. The uppercut is to set up the hook to the body. And in Vergil's corner, Robert's asking him, don't try too hard, right. It's gonna come to you. You're trying too hard, it's gonna come to you. Just let your hands go.
See Ortiz loosening up a little bit here in the early going of round 4, popping that jab out.
Nice head movement by Vergil.
With more on Bogachuk's corner, let's send it over to Beto Duran.
And Manny Robles is telling them, remember, it's a marathon. They said that they want him to chop wood, to stay consistent, but stay with the game plan. They're giving him instructions in Russian. Also, they were telling him, Corey, body, body, uppercut. They feel like they can find a home for that uppercut for Bohachuk, but Manny Robles is telling his fighter, stay focused right now.
Thank you so much, Beto. Bohachuk having some moments here in round 4. The busier the two fighters at this point in the round. He tries to come over the top of the right hand. Ortiz almost exclusively jabbing this round.
Yeah. And you know, one thing is when Vergil's boxing off the back foot, he's looking for that counter right hand off the top, whether it's straight or an overhand. He's back in the inside because Bogachuk wasn't giving him that counter. So now he's working back in the inside.
It's body work from Bohachuk, obeying the orders of his corner.
That was a nice left hook right there by Bogachuk.
Short hooks on the inside as well.
Ooh,
great tight work of Bohachuk. Starting to break through here in round 4.
Stop.
Bohachuk very composed in these high-volume slugfests. Continuing to chip away. This has been a pretty good round for Bohachuk comparatively.
Self-hit, both of you.
Yeah, it's a pretty even round. Good jab by Vergil.
Counter jab over the top there from Ortiz.
There's that overhand right counter.
That's the one he's looking for.
Take another deep breath right away. Deep breath, all right?
Well, can Edgar Berlanga do what only Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol have done and pull off the upset and dethrone Canelo Alvarez? A tall task, but something he's confident he will do on Mexican Independence Day in Las Vegas, September 14th, live on DAZN, the home of boxing.
Everything off the jab. Everything off the jab. Touch him.
You know, right here, Vergil has him against the rope, and he's setting up the chopping shots up top to then finish off to the body.
Seconds out.
And Bogachuk had a pretty good jab right there, but right there you see Vergil quickly counters over the top.
I'm gonna call time. Time. Over here. Hang on a second. Hang on.
All right, we are just getting word that knockdown that initially was not called a knockdown has been overruled. They've looked at instant replay, and now that was a knockdown in the first round. So, 10-8 round for Serhii Bohachuk in round 1.
You know, that was a good call, because it definitely was a knockdown.
We see instant replay doing its job here in the sport of boxing. The crowd
taking a little too long.
Yeah, the live audience clearly is not hip to what's going on here right now. They just want the action to resume.
And this long break, who does it benefit? You know, it's a high-paced fight. This break is pretty long.
First round, we got a knockdown. That's going to be considered from the first round. Okay. Yeah, that was the review. Right. Yep. Hang on. You got it. You good.
There you go. Well, you see Bohachuk's corner. They want to just get the action going here. Well, there we go. Call overturned officially. With Bohachuk scoring a knockdown on Vergil Ortiz in round 1.
You know, when Vergil's doing this and he's setting traps, he's looking for that counter over the top, that right-hand counter.
Ortiz said throughout the week that he felt that he would be a little on edge in this fight. He categorized it as a good thing. He said, I'm on edge when I feel challenged. But clearly his corner is trying to suppress that a little bit. They're trying to get him to relax.
Yeah, you know, this is a big fight. Bogachuk is game, he's coming, he's walking him down, applying pressure. He's taking some big shots as well.
Ortiz again just bullying Bohachuk back to the ropes, head down, hands down, targeting the body.
And Bogachuk, he's keeping the defense a lot more tighter now.
We expected this to potentially be the toughest test of Ortiz's career.
Wow, that was a good uppercut by Bogachuk.
Excellent uppercut for Bohachuk. I think what we are seeing is that in Ortiz's career previous to this, he creates anxiety in his opponents immediately. The movement, the threat of that power, you can see it in his opponents. You're not seeing that in the body language of Bohachuk. Even in rounds that he's not winning, you're not seeing him flustered by what's going on.
Absolutely, and that is that he knows Vergil. You know, like, he understands what Vergil brings to the table and he's prepared for it.
Right hand to the body as Ortiz's corner asking for more combinations.
Stop! You're going down. Don't swing it. All right, good.
Hand to the body again from Ortiz. Goes in on the final 30 seconds of this round. Now we asked the question, what would familiarity do to this fight? I think we're seeing, listen Gabe, every fighter has patterns, and clearly these two know one another's.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing, I think particularly in Ortiz, him having to do different things than we've seen him do in the past.
For sure. And you know, and the thing is, it's like Bobber said, stop trying so hard, just let it come to you.
Nice right hand over the top. That one sent Bohachuk on his heels temporarily. And it bombs away once again right to the bow.
Deep breath.
Hey, whenever you're...
All right, so this was the round 1 knockdown that was initially ruled a slip, has now been overturned by instant replay here in Nevada.
Yeah, that was a shot in the equilibrium, ear shot. You know, it's one of those shots that kind of knocks your balance off quickly. But Vergil recovered right away.
When you're going inside, you're letting them hit. Even if you have your hand up, it's making it look bad. You hear me? Let's go.
Here are the instructions in Vergil Ortiz's corner. We pointed out that there were times when Ortiz is going to the inside with his hands low because he's targeting the body. They're warning him, hey, keep those hands up.
The hands up. Because, you know, Bogachuk is getting stronger as the fight goes on.
Clubbing right hand there from Bohachuk a moment ago. Round 6 is underway. Bohachuk looking for one of those uppercuts that his corner asked for a couple of rounds ago.
And one thing Bogachuk's doing is when he's jabbing, he's bringing that hand right back immediately, protecting himself from the overhand counter that Vergil's been landing. So Bogachuk is making adjustments. He's thinking in there. Now Bogachuk is the one that's smothering Vergil, taking away the counters.
Well, this is what Bohachuk promised. He said that he would make constant adjustments throughout this fight.
And his defense is nice and tight. You know, he's protecting himself from the short shots that Vergil was landing earlier.
Let's send it over to Beto Duran, who's in the Ortiz corner.
And then with Robert Garcia, what do you like so far?
Oh, I think we you know, he's got to continue using the jab. He's boxing really good with the jab, you know, making him miss, but he's got to keep throwing the jab. You know, the last round waited a little and didn't throw too many jabs, and it could have been a very close round.
Is this exactly what you expected?
No, this guy's very tough. You know, we already knew he was tough. You know, we expected a very tough fight, but you know, Vergil's very strong. So he keeps going. You know, he's not going to stop.
The first round was ruled a knockdown for Bohachuk. What'd you tell him?
No, well, it's part of boxing. You know, there's nothing we could do anymore. We can't change the scorecard, so we got to keep going. There's nothing we can say anymore. It was scored a knockdown, so we just got to live with it.
You think you're winning?
I think we're winning. Yes.
How do you finish this?
Well, keep going, keep throwing the jab, keep finding smart, keep finding smart. If the knockout comes, it comes, but keep throwing the jab.
Thanks, Robert.
Interesting analysis there from Robert Garcia. Maybe the first time Garcia has ever said that, hey, we might have to go to the scorecards and win a fight here with Vergil Ortiz. Stiff jab there from Ortiz a moment ago. See the posture of Bohachuk really carrying that left hand high, protecting from that overhand right that Ortiz has been trying to line up for a couple of rounds now.
Yeah, and Bogachuk just lined up Vergil for a good right hand off the top. Bogachuk has a nice stiff jab that he's starting to use. Every time he steps forward, he steps in with that stiff jab. Right here when there's distance, he closes the distance quickly with a jab.
Nice uppercut from Ortiz, though. There were a couple of body shots in that sequence also.
Stop. Stay off his head.
Ortiz has been spending less time in there as of late.
Stay off his head.
As the punch output of Bohachuk just does not stop.
That one he stopped.
Leg un peg, right? Boom, boom, and boom. Leg un peg, right? And throw, right? You run, fucking step to your left and throw that.
A night not to be missed is headlined by a special live concert from KSI as Misfits Boxing celebrates its 2-year anniversary with an extravaganza of crossover boxing on August 31st in Dublin.
Or delay it because he's already scared of putting his hand up. You understand me? He has that scare reaction. So get a fucking jab, but don't sit there and hit and then stay there and let him hit your back.
This round was good. You landed a lot of good shots this round, right? Keep that shit going, all right? Stay busy. Keep backing them up, all right? Smart. Real smart.
So these two go back to work, Bohachuk and Ortiz in this WBC interim super welterweight title fight. The defending champion Bohachuk, the challenger Vergil Ortiz. We heard earlier on the broadcast from Turki Al-Sheikh saying that he wants Ortiz versus Terrence Crawford next if Ortiz could get through this fight, which is not a guarantee, as Bohachuk is absolutely bringing it in this fight.
Yeah, a lot of these rounds are close rounds. You know, Vergil earlier in the fight was dominating, but these middle rounds right here are pretty close. And, you know, that's props to Bogachuk, who's making adjustments. Right there, that's a good setup shot by Vergil. right uppercut and then left hook to the body. Nice left hook by Vergil.
That's the counter left hook that Ortiz has used to score so many knockouts on his way up.
Right there, you see Bogachuk doubling up the right hand.
All right, let's get word from the Bohachuk corner. Let's send it back over to Beto Duran.
And Manny Robles, the head trainer, said talk to Edgar Hassel, #2, but they have work in unison. Esita, what do you see from your fighter?
I mean, we like what you know how he's working. He's throwing those good uppercuts. We want him to stay a little closer and work the uppercuts and the body a little bit more.
Earlier, Manny told me that you guys told the Bohachuk that it's the marathon. You got to chop wood. You got to get after it. Are you guys sticking to the game plan?
Yeah, of course. You know, we got to work that body. You know, that everybody knows that you chop wood and the head will fall. You know, little by little, he's working. I feel like Vergil's getting a little bit tired, and Bogachuk's gonna take over.
This is the kind of fight you guys expected?
Yes, of course. You know, we knew we were in for a great fight. You know, these guys are both putting everything on the line.
It's close, but how do you feel that you guys are doing? You're winning?
Yeah, no, I think it's close. I think it's close. I think we're up by 1 at least.
Edgar Hassel.
Thank you so much, guys. Bohachuk enjoying a little bit of a rally there during that interview, but back comes Ortiz trying to stop that momentum in its tracks.
Yeah, Bogachuk was landing some really good shots right there. Clean shots.
You heard the corner of Bohachuk speculating that Ortiz might be getting tired. Gabe, do you see any evidence to support that?
You know, out of both fighters, it does seem that Vergil's a little more fatigued. The pace, it looks like it's kind of getting to Vergil a little bit. There's, you know, the intensity of his punches are not the same. Will he catch his second win?
Couple more snapping jabs from Ortiz as he falls short with that right hand, and that'll do it for round 7. The crowd understandably loving this one as we take a look back at some of the highlights from round 7.
That was a great counter left hook by Vergil. That Bogachuk's right there pecking with that jab. Nice right uppercut. Cleans it up with the overhand, with the straight right hand. Landed flush, doubling it up right there. You know, both guys are landing great shots in that round. You know, it's just, what do you like?
Seconds out. Seconds out. Let's go, let's go, let's go, right corner.
So round 8 begins. We enter interesting territory in this fight. Remember earlier in our broadcast, Beto Duran was speaking with Ring Magazine editor Dougie Fisher, and he speculated, as others have too, that if the fight could get to this territory, into the later rounds, that perhaps it then becomes a Bohachuk fight.
You know, that could be true. The thing that I see now with Vergil is he wants to hurt Bogachuk so bad that the shots are coming at the same speed. So now is allowing Bogachuk to read the rhythm of Vergil where he can brace for these punches. Vergil needs to go back to setting shots up, changing the speed, where then he can catch Bogachuk when he least expects it.
Hard right hand down the middle from Bohachuk a moment ago, and then a nice uppercut as well, but Ortiz comes over the top with a right hand of his own.
See,
nice left hook, and Ortiz says no, but I think the gloves touch the ground.
5, 6, 7,
wow, that happened so quick, I didn't even see the shot.
The second knockdown of the fight, and Ortiz is fired up, but they all count the same. Bohachuk with 2 knockdowns now in this fight.
You know, the shot that's working for Vergil is the overhand right. So Vergil needs to figure out a way of how he can set that shot up and hurt Bogachuk. Because right now, there's 2 knockdowns in the favor of Bogachuk. That's 10-8 rounds.
2 10-8 rounds for Bohachuk.
And it's a close fight. See that overhand right there from Vergil? That's the money shot. Vergil has to set that up.
Ortiz.
Vergil has him hurt.
Vergil has him hurt. Trying to get it back.
Oh!
Ortiz is going wild here in the 8th round.
And this is why you love Vergil Ortiz. The man goes down, gets back up, and he's going for the kill.
Ortiz was on the floor and he bounced back, looking to get it back immediately. Nice body shot there from Bogachuk. Ortiz trying to break through with massive uppercuts.
Vergil's looking for that big overhand right.
Down.
Setting it up, trying to set it up with them jabs.
Final 10 seconds.
Whoa.
Of a brutal and fascinating
Bogachuk's hurt.
And Bogachuk feeling that right hand. What a round.
So Bogachuk gets the knockdown, but Vergil had his moment. That could be a 9-8 round.
I got it. One man west.
Water.
Look, he got grubby, losing his head.
When you lose his head, you stay small.
So you stay
Man,
smart.
it was so... Well, you know, Vergil was throwing a shot, so he kind of lost his balance, but he did get clipped. See, right here, the shot lands, he throws his hook, and he kind of loses his balance, but... In real time, it's a knockdown. But then here's Vergil sitting on his shots. He had Bogachuk hurt bad with that overhand right. And Vergil right back at him, not letting him breathe.
Ortiz might have been on the canvas technically in that previous round, but he's fighting like he's the one who scored a knockdown in the last round, like he's the one who has the momentum, and he feels like he has something here. He is back on the inside where he hasn't spent a whole lot of time over the last couple rounds.
And you know, Vergil has that pressure on him where he's, you know, he has 2 knockdowns where he's like, man, I need these last rounds. I need these rounds.
Yeah, banking rounds is extremely important.
Stay off his head.
Ortiz has not been in this position really before.
Oh!
Hard right hand from Ortiz. You can hear that one.
Man, Bogachuk has a chin. He's taking some big overhand rights.
Straight right hand down the middle there from Bogachuk. Trying to keep Ortiz off him, but right now is just trying to maul his opponent. See the blood leaking down from underneath the eye of Vergil Ortiz now. This has been a brutal high contact fight that in some ways has looked exactly like we thought it would, in others entirely different.
Oh, that was a good left hook right there by Bogachuk.
Good uppercut from Bogachuk as well. Chance of Ortiz starting to rain down here in the Michelob Ultra Arena as a left hook from Bogachuk rains down.
Vergil needs to watch out for that straight right hand because he's jabbing with that lead hand real low. And Bogachuk has a sharp right hand.
Hard right hand again there from Bogachuk. He is lining that one up. Now Ortiz saying, okay, the jabbing isn't working. Let's just go back to warfare instead. Final 20 seconds of round 9.
Nice body shot by Vergil. Doubling up. Left hook to the body.
Another big right hand from Bogachuk breaks through. And Ortiz is in very unfamiliar territory.
I'm gonna pull you back. Relax, okay? Now, listen to us. They can't let him knock down.
Look at me. Don't move, I got it.
Vergil, you gotta throw more than one punch. Don't look for one hard punch. Okay, this guy's still very strong. Don't look for one punch. Look for combinations. But let's try to back his ass up. Come in.
Right here, Vergil lands a great overhand right. And that's the money shot for Vergil. That's the one that's hurt Bogachuk a few times. Vergil just pressing right here, jab and rip it to the body. Trying to set him up with that big overhand right again. Bogachuk comes with a good right hand. And you know, in the corner of Ortiz, Robert's telling him, stop looking for that one big shot. Set it up, set it up.
Round 10 begins. Vergil Ortiz has talked for a couple fights now about how there's more to his game, that he has things that he hasn't shown yet. Because frankly, he's never had to. Yeah. What you heard Robert Garcia talking about in the corner, don't throw one shot, don't load up, that's worked throughout his entire career. Yeah. No one's been able to stand up to those shots. But tonight, Bogachuk has, and Ortiz is looking for answers.
Well, that's the thing, you know, Bogachuk knows him so well that he's able to mentally prepare himself for what Vergil brings to the table. And when you can do that, you can take these shots. It's a mental game. Both guys loading up on hooks right there.
See the CompuBox totals for power punches. Vergil Ortiz outlanding Bogachuk 132 to 110 to this point. Bogachuk outthrowing Ortiz in that category.
And I like this pace for Vergil, but instead of throwing one big shot, just, you know, throw some decoy shots, jab in between, and then land that one big shot.
With more on both corners, or from both corners, excuse me, let's send it back over to Beto.
The corner of Vergil Ortiz, his dad with simple instructions. He said, you have to win the next 3 rounds. Asked him why. He said, because we have to. Simple as that. In the corner of Bogachuk, they said, we're the champion. We have the advantage. We're breaking him down. We're looking good.
Thank you so much, Beto. You know, we've heard that conversation a lot, especially in the wake of Crawford Madrimov, about that champion's advantage and what some people feel the champion is owed. I don't know that you can bank on that necessarily, Gabe.
No, you know, one thing is, look, it's a close fight. Yeah, Bogachuk has 2 knockdown rounds, but it's a close fight. Both fighters are having their moments. That's a great setup shot right there by Vergil.
Ortiz said that he expected this fight to be gritty, to be nasty, but I don't know that he expected that it would be this gritty, this nasty, this difficult for him here tonight.
And what Vergil's doing right now, where he's tapping, landing shots, not loading up, it's bothering Bogachuk and it's throwing off the rhythm. And he's landing really good shots.
I think you're right, David, and he's putting enough on that jab that Bogachuk has to respect.
Yes,
it's not just clicking.
Exactly. This is a great rhythm right now for Vergil.
It's right hand over
that right hand hurt Bogachuk. That right hand hurt him. And the reason it hurt him is because Vergil's making the adjustment of boxing and setting up the big shot.
Hey, listen. Let's fucking win this next 2 rounds, all right? The way you're fucking finishing, I want you to don't give them those fucking rounds, all right? Yeah. At the last 10 seconds, don't let them steal the rounds, all right? You give me the finish with 3 or 4 punch combinations. Okay.
Right here, Vergil just closing the distance. Right there, he tapped his hand, his lead hand down to open up that overhand right. Great, smart move. Crafty tactic right there. And Bogachuk's coming with that right uppercut, finishing with the left hook. It's a great round for both fighters, but I feel that Vergil kind of controlled the pace of that last round.
Seconds out. Let's go.
This fight could very much depend on what happens in these final 2 rounds. 2 knockdowns officially scored by Bohachuk, so you know he's got 2 10-8 rounds in the bank.
And you know, Vergil, you can see he wants to hurt him bad. He's starting off the round with 2 big overhand rights. But go back to your boxing. Go back to setting traps. Go back to that jab, just as he's doing now. This rhythm right here is throwing Bogachuk off. See, this is great boxing right here, where Vergil's making adjustments, jabbing to the body, jabbing on top.
Well, it's provided, if you're Ortiz and you're his corner, if you feel you can win this fight on the scorecards, this might be the best approach, because has he hurt Bohachuk? Maybe, but he hasn't had him in trouble. Those are 2 very different things.
For sure.
So I don't know that you can depend on just going all out as he was earlier in this fight and going for it that way.
And I think that the opportunity of getting the knockout is greater with setting traps rather than applying pressure, because when you apply pressure, Bogachuk can brace for those big punches.
Right.
Where now these shots are sneaky, is the shot you don't see coming is a shot that hurts you. That's a good right hand right there by Bogachuk.
Ortiz tries to come back with body shots. Stiff jab from Bohachuk a moment ago as well.
Keep him up, keep him up.
Wow,
chopping right hand from Bohachuk. Another good right hand from him. And but back hook Ortiz. And that left hook might have Bohachuk.
Oh, he's hurt.
Bohachuk on wobbly legs. Vergil Ortiz fighting through the fire all night long.
Man, you gotta love the heart of Bogachuk. He's been hurt several times in this fight, and he stays on his feet and he fights back.
Inside the final minute of round 11, as Ortiz finally cracked Bohachuk. Bohachuk has looked like a cyborg all night long, just constantly pressing forward, non-stop volume. And he seems to have recovered somewhat, Gabe.
And I like that Vergil realized that and went right back to boxing.
Big right hand from Bohachuk, and another one.
Boom. And Vergil right back, left hook to the body, right hand up top.
Just otherworldly recuperative abilities from Bohachuk, getting buzzed by one of the biggest punchers in boxing and coming back. Titanic right hands. What a round of boxing.
Man, that was a great round.
Get some water. Relax. Nice and relax. Vergil, how'd you got it?
Last round.
3 minutes to go, Vergil. 3 minutes, okay?
And Vergil was setting some traps. Right hand, left hook, body. And there was just great adjustments that Vergil made in the round to box and set up the big power shots, where Bogachuk did not see the shots coming, and that's what got him hurt.
Seconds up.
Big left hook right there, man, and Bogachuk got a beard on him.
Well, every once in a while, fights live up to the promotional hoopla around them, but not often do they actually exceed them, and that is what we're seeing right now. A spectacular fight between Bohachuk and Ortiz. And come down as Ortiz has Bohachuk off balance once more.
Bogachuk's hurt bad. He's wobbling. He's wobbling around the ring. Can Vergil finish him?
Bohachuk's heart will not betray him, but his legs might. Wobbled in the opening minute of the final round, but still pressing forward.
And you know what's creating these opportunities for Vergil? The adjustment of boxing. That's what you see in great fighters.
Look at that right hand from Bogachuk.
Oh, 2 right hands by Bogachuk. 3 right hands by Bogachuk.
his head. Give me some tape. Time.
And a break in the momentum for some loose tape on the glove of Vergil Ortiz. This may benefit Bogachuk.
Yeah, I think so.
Time in.
Minute 37 remaining in this contest. High drama here in Las Vegas.
South his head.
Two knockout artists going toe-to-toe, giving and taking one another's best shots.
Man.
Quick.
I don't know what's keeping Bogachuk up. He's been getting hit with that overhand right all day.
Bogachuk trying to carry that lead hand high, trying to guard against that same shot, but it's his right hand that's now breaking through. They trade right hands on the inside as we're inside the final minute.
Oh, great counter hand.
Wicked body shot from Ortiz. The right hand to the body, and Bogachuk is backing up. The crowd here in Las Vegas.
Both fighters, big heart, big will.
Well, this crowd is getting their dollar's worth. Every cent that they paid for their ticket here tonight.
Quick, I'm here.
These guys are making it worth it. Final 10 seconds. Ortiz and Bogachuk are just built different. What a fight!
Wow. Man, I said it could be fight of the year, and that right there was, it don't get no better than that.
Very good. I think we win. You have two knockdowns.
That was everything that you could have asked for, and that was everything that Vergil Ortiz could bite off. We are not used to seeing Vergil Ortiz in that kind of condition.
No. You know, both fighters just showed great heart, great will. You know, Bogachuk not going down, getting hit with big shots, clean big shots. Right here, Vergil landing that good right hand, finishing to the body. Bogachuk just throwing back, firing away. Right there, he loses his balance. Vergil trying to set a trap, but he gets caught with that right hand, dead in the chin.
Well, after some mild trash talk over the last couple of days, now you see Team Bogachuk and Team Ortiz, two teams that have frankly blended and worked together for so long over the years, coming together, an understandable respect.
Oh, yeah. You know, the fighters know each other well, but the trainers know each other well.
Vergil Ortiz has never heard the scorecards before in his professional career.
And you know, the knockdowns are what, you know, it's a huge factor right here.
Yeah, that is looming large right now.
Yes, because, you know, Vergil, I feel, for the majority of the fight was in control, but 2 10-8 rounds, that's hard.
Serhii Bohachuk, a plus 350 underdog in some places, maybe even more in others. Is he moments away from a stunning upset over Vergil Ortiz Jr. Stunning, of course, only relative to the betting lines. For these two men, obviously they viewed this as a fight that they're both going to have to earn. Bohachuk was convinced that he could beat Vergil Ortiz Jr., and we see why.
Yeah.
We're going to find out if he was right.
All right, Las Vegas, let's make some noise. All action across 12 championship rounds this evening with that WBC hardware on the line. We now go to the judges' scorecards. Max DeLuca scored this contest 113-113, a draw. Overruled by David Sutherland and Steve Weisfeld, who each had it 114-112 in favor of your winner by majority decision. And the new WBC interim super welterweight champion of the world from Grand Prairie, Texas, the undefeated Vergil Ortiz Jr.
Vergil Ortiz Jr. overcomes 2 knockdowns to pick up the majority decision victory. You heard the scorecards, 113-113 even, and then 114-112 twice for Ortiz. You heard some boos here in the audience, and certainly people are going to debate this one.
But you know, Vergil did well in the middle rounds, and then he goes down, but he gets back up, and that was a round that could be a 9-8 round because he won the round when he got back up. And the last 4 rounds, Vergil definitely put him in the bag.
Well, let's take a look back at the highlights from this one. And this entire fight is basically a highlight tape. A brutal war between Ortiz and Bohachuk.
Rematch worthy.
Sure.
Rematch worthy, and Bogachuk deserves a rematch. He could have easily won the fight. It was a close fight. The scores were not wide, so they make sense, but Bogachuk could have easily won the fight. You know, he should be proud. He put on a great performance against one of the top guys in the division.
Well, he certainly seems to be seemingly sharing a happy moment with his family there a moment ago. Listen, he might not have won this fight, but he has won the fandom, the hearts of the fans that have tuned in. He might win Fight of the Year.
Yeah.
I know it's a harsh consolation prize, but this was an extraordinary fight between 2 titanic punchers that again were able to withstand one another's best shots all night long.
Yeah, and you know, I think what saved it for Vergil was the championship rounds. He closed those last 4 rounds, especially the championship rounds, and he got them. And he desperately needed those rounds.
All right, looks like we are going to hear from Vergil Ortiz, who is standing by with Beto Duran.
You heard them say and knew. What did you think?
Bro, it's like I said before in my interviews, it's been since I was 5 years old putting in this work, you know, straight from school, going to work. I mean, going to the gym, doing my homework and going to sleep every day. Turned pro, it was all day business, 24/7 boxing, and it's finally paid off. It feels great.
You go the distance for the first time in your career. You hit the deck twice. How hard was this fight for you?
Hey, look, I don't think those should have been knockdowns. The second one, for sure. You know, the first one, I felt like I hit his foot or some shit. I'm not making no excuses. But anyways, I felt like I did enough. I showed that, I proved everyone wrong that said that I'm washed. I can't fight at 154. I can't go the distance, see what's going to happen to me after the 9th round. I read all those comments. All of that fueled me, you know, and I'm the best in the world right now, and I'm going to keep showing it.
Why are you paying attention to people saying those comments?
You know what? As much as I want to say that people's opinions don't matter, they do. You know, I fight for the fans. You know, it's electrifying hearing the crowd excited to watch me fight, and you know, it means the world to me. So I do take people's opinions in consideration, but at the end of the day, I know I put in the work and I deserve everything I got.
You were 18 years old at Cowboy Stadium. Oscar De La Hoya said, this young man is going to be a world champion. It was only your second pro fight. It happened. How hard has this road been for you?
You know what? I want to say it's been extremely hard, but with my work ethic, with my team behind me, with my dad pushing me, it's easy.
Earlier, we did an interview with His Excellency, Turk Al-Sheikh. He said, forget Tim Tszyu, the fight he wants to make is Bud Crawford and Vergil Ortiz.
Let's do it, man. I'm ready for a challenge, man. I think Bud is probably #1 pound for pound in the world, and I want to show that I got what it takes to beat him.
Robert Garcia told us that you guys were in the gym talking about if you won the lottery and you got $500 million, would you still fight? You said yes, because you can't buy a world title. Now you have that belt around your waist. How does that feel?
It feels great, but now we got to fight the winner of Fundora and Spence. That's what we're after right now.
You just won, everybody. Congratulations, the new world champion, Vergil Ortiz.
Thank you so much.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. And let's get a picture. Let's get one big picture.
So Vergil Ortiz picks up the WBC's interim 154-pound title in an absolute classic here in Las Vegas.
Man, you know, it's a fight. I expected this kind of war. Man, Bogachuk has nothing to be ashamed of. He fought his heart out. Great fight, great champion.
Well, speaking of Bogachuk, he's standing by with Beto.
Flacco, Serhii.
Yes.
You got 2 knockdowns, but you didn't get the decision.
You know, I can say one. People saw this fight today, and who understand boxing, he know what happened today, you know?
Ring Magazine did a poll, and all the boxing experts, of them, only one person picked you to win. So nobody was giving you the opportunity or the chance to win, yet you came out and showed your best. How do you feel like you did?
I'm feeling great. I'm in fight today. I'm feeling great.
You're happy with the way you fought?
I'm happy because I'm feeling good fight. I'm feeling great fight. I'm feeling I win. I make 2 knockdowns. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Beto, this is crazy, Beto. What is he? He got 2 knockdowns there. He's the defending champion. Look at Vergil's face. All credit to Vergil, but look at his face. It's all busted up. Makes no sense.
Serhii, you fight for the Ukraine. You have your flag behind you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were the winner tonight?
I want to support my country today. I want to say, слава Україні, слава українському незламному народу, ми переможемо. І сьогодні ми також перемогли. Слава Україні!
Serhii, I can say this right now. You got a standing ovation in the arena, and everybody was thinking this is the fight of the year, the way you 2 win at it. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, my fans, for support today. Thank you so much.
And Flacco, Bohachuk, Oscar, you said it from the moment it got announced. It's going to be the fight of the year. Just wow.
Were you not entertained? Fight of the year, baby. Fight of the year. Bohachuk, you're an amazing, amazing champion competitor. Vergil Ortiz, congratulations. Y viva la raza!
And Oscar walked away. So I guess he made a statement. Vergil Ortiz, Grand Prairie, Texas own, is your champ, Corey.
Thank you so much, Beto. What a fight we just saw between Vergil Ortiz and Serhii Bohachuk. The scorecards will certainly be debated, but the toughness of this man, Vergil Ortiz, cannot, nor can it be when it comes to Serhii Bohachuk. An extraordinary fight. And Ortiz coming out the victor to pick up the WBC's interim world title. Well, Gabe, everyone in this arena got their money's worth here tonight.
Absolutely. You know, what got Vergil the victory was his heart, his will, the determination not to lose, you know, and him just getting those championship rounds was crucial for him to get the victory. And, you know, props to both fighters.
Bohachuk having a conversation with Turkey Al-Sheikh a moment ago, and those are conversations that can lead to very big money very quickly, again.
Absolutely.
And Bohachuk, you know, to his credit, seems to have compartmentalized what happened very quickly. He doesn't seem distraught. He seems to have decided, okay, I'm the real winner. The crowd seems to have supported me. He's smiling all the way back.
Look, you never want to go into a fight and lose, but it's how you lose, right? And Bogachuk put on a kind of performance where the fans want to see him again. He just gained new fans. You know, I don't see Bogachuk as a loser today. I want to see him again.
Let's take a look back at the fight highlights, and I'm sure these will be played on a loop for the next couple of days within the boxing community.
Yeah, man, you know, it was just both fighters digging deep. You know, Vergil started off fast, landed some big body shots. And Bogachuk just kept pressing with a good jab, getting 2 knockdowns, which was insane. And right here, you know, just surviving this round, getting hit. Great fight. And just the fact that Vergil was just able to keep this pressure going the distance for the first time, very impressive.
Both men absorbing absolutely brutal shots all throughout this fight to the head and body. Fight-ending shots landing from rounds 1 through 12. And Vergil Ortiz grinding it out to earn the majority decision victory.
The undefeated Vergil Ortiz Jr.
As we said, absolutely everyone in this arena is happy with what they just saw, even if your fighter lost. Look at these CompuBox numbers throughout the night. You see Bogachuk out-jabbing Ortiz in this fight, throwing 417, landing 82, even though Ortiz, for large portions of this fight, tried to lean on his jab. You see the numbers favoring Bogachuk in that department. Now, let's look at power punches. You see Ortiz outlanding Bogachuk in this department and out-throwing him. Ortiz landing at a 44% clip. Again, just illustrating how brutal this fight was. And in terms of the total punches, Bogachuk throwing more than Ortiz here tonight, 832 to 744. But Ortiz, according to CompuBox, outlanding Bogachuk and landing more accurately in this one.